Ladies and gentlemen, it's me, James Sweeney, coming at you this Wednesday afternoon from the New York Mercantile Exchange CMEGroup floor. And once again, it's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, the people are walking around, summer clothes is still around, and the Mets magic number, it's at 6. So I'm in a good mood. You know exactly what time it is. It's nearly 4 o'clock. The markets, they're about to close. It's time for you to go ahead and grab yourself a drink because it's just about happy hour here in the Big Apple. Now, despite a strong start to the session, U.S. stocks in the red this Wednesday afternoon as investors eye oil prices, weak manufacturing data in China, as well as a rally in Europe. But first, we have to talk about China as the preliminary Chinese Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index, PMI, falling to a 6.5-year low of 47 in September. At the same time, in regards to oil prices right behind me here, a slide in inventories initially pushing prices higher, but since then oil prices have fallen alongside equities right behind me at the New York Mercantile Exchange CMEGroup floor. And here in the U.S., on the data front, growth in U.S. manufacturing showing no month-over-month change in September, staying at August relatively slow pace of 53, which is also nearly the weakest in 2 years. And you team that with the U.S. dollar trading just a touch lower against its counterparts, gold rising on risk aversion, and the ECB President Mario Draghi saying in a speech to the European Union Parliament that inflation is increasing more slowly than expected, but it should still rise towards the end of the year. Then you have yourself a session over at the big board where decliners are just ahead of advancers. Let's now take a look to see how the markets are shaping up to close out this, the midpoint of the trading week. And on the corporate front, Volkswagen recovering from a recent plunge of more than 30% to hold more than 5% higher in European trade as CEO Martin Winterkorn resigning as the firm's CEO today. Last week, news emerging that Volkswagen misled authorities over the emissions of its diesel cars. And for more corporate news, check out our earlier ModernWallStreet.com market moves report with our very own Delta Smith. And as always, we end on a sports note. Last night, the Mets lost, but some help by the Baltimore Orioles means that the Mets magic number is to 6. We have another game to come. And forget about it, I'm not talking about Diego Costa, but let's go Chelsea. For ModernWallStreet.com until tomorrow morning, I'm James Sweeney.